What's good, guys? Welcome back to this channel once again. And we're actually going to be looking at top down analysis, as you can see right here on the screen. And I want you to pay very close attention while we digress with this particular video. Remember, if you're tuning in for the first time, do wait to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you would be notified whenever it is we drop a new video to help your entire trading experience. All right, let's go. Now, pretty much this is XAU as you can see right in this channel, and I'm actually going to be doing my analysis on a higher time frame and then execute on a lower time frame. Now, the reason why I always tell people to, or tell my students to be able to execute trades on lower time frame is so that we can get the best trade entry, which is very important. Are we together now? So the first thing you do is to look at for a higher time frame. A higher time frame gives you a picture of the buyers of that particular trend, so you'll be able to know if it's a higher trend or a lower trend, if the trend is bullish or if the trend is also bearish. Are we together now? So this is pretty much what we do. Yeah, so I'm actually on a 15 minutes time frame. In most of the case, you could call it a scalping kind of time, um trading pattern, because the execution of this particular 15 minutes time frame trade is going to be executed on a 1 minute time frame. Are we together now? So they pretty much that's what it looks like. So this is a 15 minutes time frame, and I'm actually on XAUUSD. As you can see right here, I have my breakout structure here at this point, beginning from my analysis. If you watch, let me increase it so you see it real quick. So my I have my breakout structure right here. As you can see, this is a breakout structure right here. This is a breakout structure right here. I believe it's very clear. We also have another block here, which is this zone where I had to choose. That is colored in a form of yellow color, yellowish color. And like from my previous videos, and I've always explained, the other block is what precedes that particular push that brings about a breakout structure. Are we together now? Most of the time some persons tend to miss in there's a controversy in terms of breakout structure and market shift or change in character. They are two different things, although they look a little bit similar, because it has to do with about do with breaking a particular region, which is what happened here, and then price pushed up. But in a change of character, this is what we have here. And remember, when you're dealing with top-down analysis, you must have um, all of these confluences present in the top-down analysis. First off, you must have your breakout structure to show that yes, price actually broke through this particular zone and started pushing towards either the upside or the downward side. Are we together now? And then from here, if you watch, price came all through the way to this point, yeah, to this point, and then it started going down, came down to this point, and then forming an internal liquidity, and then pushed up. So I'm just going to be giving us what really has formed in this particular chart, as you can see right here. So we're having at this point we're having a liquidity pool, which is here. As you can see right here, we're having a liquidity pool. So I'm just going to be doing this, which is our liquidity pool, real quick, as you can see right there. So I'm going to be changing the color to what you have right here. Let me minimize this, since currently I'm not on it. All right, so you can see my chart very clear and big. So this is pretty much the chart for you. As you can see, price is actually hitting the zone where I have my other block, and then I'm getting ready to execute this trade. But then let's continue with our analysis. So as you can see right here, this is pretty much what it looks like. We have some liquidity here, and we have internal liquidity, and then because price came in here, pull, and started going, and before pulling up it formed a wedge. And remember, this is actually a falling wedge, and when you have a falling wedge from a downward trend, it actually means a continuation trend. So that was actually what happened here, and I executed this particular trade here, and was able to take my risk to reward, and I was able to do a sharp 1:2 risk to reward, because I did it at this point. This was where I took the trade, pretty much here. Very clean trade, and as you can see, it tapped my take profit. This is actually, sorry, I said 1:2. It was actually 1:4, and that was a pretty much beautiful trade right there that I took. But notwithstanding, let's continue with our analysis. from what you're seeing so far. So we have some stock of, because of this wedge, it had to also bring about an internal, liquidity. So we are not ignorant of this fact. We have to still, you know pick our internal liquidity, and that, now see why this trade was executed, because this place also is also, it becomes a zone as well, because this is what happened. As you can see, price is moving fast, towards my zone for me to be able to execute my trade. So we'll continue now. So this is actually another pool of liquidity, and as you can see right here, this is it. So I just pretty much have to come here, and then, let me indicate that yes, it is a liquidity level, and then from there change this color to black and all of that. So we do this, and then this is how it will. And if you watch at this point, there's also, at this point there, we call it a change of character. So you can see price has gotten into this zone, so it is not enough to execute. I'll now go over to my, you know time frame of execution. Remember, this is a 15-minute time frame. I'll go into my 1 minute time frame to be able to see my best entry point here. But meanwhile, let's continue. All right, so the next thing here is we come to this point and do this. And whilst we do this, you could see that there was a change of character here somehow, because the price was a little bit tricky, but the change of character was somewhere around here. We could just make this a little bit, much. Let it be from this zone, so that it will be to give you a clear picture. And this was actually a change of character, not necessarily a break of structure. Or you could say either a change of character here, or you could bring this downwards to this point and say here was a change of character. So we have a change of character here, which is more like a market structure shift. And then we're having, let's do that real quick. All right, so we're having a change of character, and then this is actually dark. We have a change of character here as well. We click, and then we are doing this right here, change of character, and then that's pretty much what you're seeing right on your screen. All right, so we're still doing our analysis, but I need to just go to my zone and confirm my entry, so that I'll be able to take my trade real quick. So this is what I'm actually doing. So I'll be coming back real quick to continue the video, so I can take this particular trade. Are we together now? All right, now, so from what I'm seeing on my chart, I could see that um, price is actually shifting. Price actually moving SAU USD, so I can see, but I'm waiting for a change of character, which I haven't seen. Immediately I'm able to spot that change of character, and then I'll be going in for my trade. So pretty much that is just that on that. All right, so let's continue with our analysis. This, remember, this is a change of character, as we have here, right here, a clean change of character right here. All right, so I'm going to be changing this to dark, so we can see clearly. We made a change of character here, and it kept moving, and that was how it pulled and pulled up or to this point. And here it came again. We also have price moving this way. Uh, at this point, this is a change of character. At this point, this is going to be, sorry, not change of character. This is going to be break of structure, because we have already seen our change of character. So this is actually break of structure, as you can see right here, pretty much. So we're still moving. All right, I'm actually in the trade, and then we're actually on profit as it stands now from this zone. Remember, let me do this real quick. Let me do this real quick while we continue with the analysis. So this was actually what I did. I spotted a change of character at this zone on my 1 minute time frame, and I'm able to leave my stop loss just at the zone, and then I'm targeting this particular point. So this is a sharp 1:3 uh risks to reward. So this is what we're actually looking at on this particular trade. So I'm only already on the trade, and I'm on massive profit. I'll be sharing the profit level and all of that on my Telegram channel. So do well to be part of our community. If you're not, we're actually running massive profit now, massive profit. All right, because it's moving a little bit faster. So that's that on that. The next thing we have to look at right in this place, or at this point, is the drop down. So this now also brought about a change of character, another change of character here. So we do this is another change of character. So this is another change of character at this point. So since this is another change of character, we continue moving like that, and we just keep it up. We keep it up rolling. We just keep it up rolling, keep it up rolling, keep it up rolling, keep it up rolling, keep it up rolling. That's just what we just keep doing. Keep it up rolling. So I'm gonna be changing this to dark so we could see real quick and see clearly about what it is. And all right. So this is pretty much it, and then that was how this particular trade came to the zone, and then it's really giving us, a pool of good massive profits. As you can see right here, we are really on, massive profits, and it keeps going up. It's taking us to our, take profits, and once we get there, we'll be through. So pretty much I believe this video has been able to help someone on top down analysis. As you can see right here, you were here, we started the video, and you were here when we took up the trade, as you can see, and we're actually on profit on your trade, and I'll be holding this trade up to this level. So I believe this video has been able to help you. If you're tuning in, do where to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we teach we drop a new video to help your entire trading experience. You want to be part of our community, links are right shrouded right in the description. Do where to, click on any of it and be part of our community, and then we'll be seeing you in the next video. This particular video here is going to help you do where to watch, and it's going to help your entire trading experience. Peace out.